big sir, I refuse. Get the gas, man, time to cruise. Need those, I'm about to bruise. Superstar, can't on the move. Got those, got visions. Young star on a mission. Put these lanes in remission. Slaying all competition. Crowd feeling here more. Fans feeling for more. Time to settle the score. I want action to score.
Tonight it is time to settle the score indeed, because tonight, All Out Action have their first ever Hell in a Cell match. We are right here in Dallas, Texas, but we got some other great matches to get to as well tonight. First off, welcome to All Out Action, Okada Jr. and Yurio representing half of No Limit, but they face the Twisted Disciple. Twisted Disciple clearly ain't showing no fear to these guys. They claim to be the best faction, but I think the Twisted Disciple is going to have something to say about that. So are they going to prove to be the best faction, or the Twisted Disciple is going to end them before they get started? And then we have Sean Wright, one-on-one with Jason Wells. Now Sean Wright is set to face Adrian Oakley at Breaking Boundary, the AOA United States Champion in non-title action, but tonight he has to face the first ever AOA United States Champion in Jason Wells. So can Sean Wright get his career back on track against Jason Wells? And we also have in our co-main event A2J one-on-one versus Andrew Lance. A2J is just about 3 episodes out from challenging for the AOA World Championship in a triple threat match. But Andrew Lance needs to find himself. I'm sure he's going to come into this match as determined as can be. So can Andrew Lance get a massive win here tonight? And speaking of massive, this will be our main event. Darren Tarleton finally gets his match with Dave inside Hell in a Cell. Darren got rid of Mr. Bloomberg last week, so I'm sure this is going to be a one-on-one affair. Darren Tarleton, Dave, non-title inside Hell in a Cell. That is our main event here tonight in Dallas. And it's time to kick things off with some women's action. Our opening women's contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by the All Out Revolution Women's Champion Carly from Montgomery, Alabama. Weighing in at 132 pounds, she is the current All Out Action Women's Champion, Miss Wilcox. Well, Miss Wilcox is probably not in the best of moods right now, because in the last episode, on AOA episode 60, Carolyn Amber, her number one contender, sent Madison Phillips, her former best friend, well, not Carolyn, former best friend, sent Miss Wilcox, best friend, flying head and neck first off the stage. From all accounts, he will be out of action for a couple of months, man. So I think it's safe to say Carolyn did her job at making Madison fade away. And now I see that she got the All Out Revolution Women's Champion, Carmen, with her. Because Carmen was running her mouth toward Carolyn too. And they actually got into it on AOR with Carmen escaping via count out, but here she is nonetheless. And here comes her opponent for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Toxic. And the opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 195 pounds, Toxic. Well, Toxic definitely had her run-ins with the women's champion beforehand. The champion's little running buddy in Madison Phillips. And in fact, these two actually, Madison and Toxic actually went one-on-one in a no disqualification match back on an All Out Action episode with Madison coming out victorious in that regard. So if you're Toxic, you got this golden opportunity here against the women's champion. By all means, make the most of that opportunity. Toxic ready to rock and roll. Been a good minute since we've seen her in action here. Wait a second, Miss Wilcox jumping in the ring immediately, getting into the face of Toxic, and here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you guys to another episode of All Out Action. We are about 3 episodes out from Breaking Boundaries and 4 episodes out from the action draft that will be taking place tonight following Breaking Boundaries. So, at any point during this episode, you feel so inclined, feel free to click the like, comment, and subscribe, and also click the bell icon. That way you don't miss another AOA, AOR, or TNA upload. And right now, Miss Wilcox is putting in great work here on Toxic. And to our premier chat, I would like to thank you all for for joining us here for another great edition of All Out Action. It's the premier chat. It's those that watch us on this YouTube platform to really, kind of get us up and going. Thank you guys for your support. I hope you guys enjoy what you're about to witness. And I'm sure Toxette is not enjoying what is happening right now at the hands of the women's champion, who is coming out all types of livid. And I mentioned before, she got the all-out action. Oh, good. All-out revolution. Sorry, women's champion Carmen at ringside. Because, wait a second. Well, wait a minute. Okay, I thought she was gonna go for that dragon sleeper, but that's definitely the move that she used to set up for it. That vicious backbreaker right there, and Toxette has not gotten a lick of offense in. This is the start of this matchup. Toxette is in massive trouble at the hands of the women's champion, and there we go. And there we go. She got that dragon sleeper locked in. That dragon sleeper is locked in, and Toxette taps out. What a performance from the women's champion. I mean, she did jump Toxette in the beginning of this matchup, I'll give you that. But you can't deny everything else. Here's your winner, Miss Wilcox. Wait a second, I don't think Miss Wilcox is finished. I think she was looking past Toxette in this matchup and looking mainly towards Carolyn. No, wait a minute. Now Miss Wilcox clearly isn't finished. These repeated slaps to Toxette and the brain buster on the floor. Now wait a second, now the all-out revolution women's champion Carmen is getting involved here. I don't know what the heck you're doing. It's nothing work here. Not a part of the show. You're on AOR, and now you're going to show up to AOA all of a sudden? Look at this. The two women's champions just jumping Toxette here. It's ridiculous. And Toxette trying to roll, trying to get up out of dodge here, but these two aren't letting up. And I think the reason these two are together because they got one thing in common. They both feel like they got something to prove against Carolyn Amber. I mean, Carmen called out Carolyn, sitting there telling her that she was going to make her fade away in all of this, or that she wanted to meet Carolyn out in the parking lot. Well, Carolyn showed up on All Out Action, or showed up on All Out Revolution. It took the fight to Carmen, and Carmen barely escaped that altercation via count out. All right, ladies, I need both of y'all to chill out real quick. Thank goodness. First off, Carmen, I don't even know what the world you doing here, as you are the All Out Revolution Women's Champion. However, since you want to show up and since you want to open your mouth about our AOA superstar Carolyn Amber, that's cool. So how about next week, it will be you teaming with Miss Wilcox to face the team of Carolyn Amber and Angelina Spears and Carmen. That way, you're not alone here. How about I bring over Miss Gloria Bass as well to be in the corner of Carolyn and Angelina Spears? That sounds like a good idea. We can make that work. So Carmen, Miss Wilcox, I need both of you to get your stuff and get out of the arena for the night. Well, what a challenge thrown down by the Ice and making the match for next episode. Miss Wilcox and Carmen versus the team of the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Austin Waller from London, England. Weighing in at 234 pounds, Jason Wells. I'm saying what an announcement made by our AOA general manager, The Ice, and Mr. William Blueberg sitting up in the hospital somewhere after what Darren did to him. But anyway, what an announcement. It was made by the general manager. Next week, a tag team matchup in Gloria Bass from All Out Revolution. The woman who will be challenging Carmen for her championship at Breaking Boundaries is going to be at ringside. Ooh, they might want to quit playing. And speaking of not playing, here comes a guy that doesn't play whatsoever. Mr. Sean Wright, he's looking to score a victory against Adrian Oxley, the United States champion at Breaking Boundaries. Now tonight, he has to face the first ever United States champion. And his opponent from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Nightmare, Sean Wright. Sean Wright been on a little bit of a losing streak ever since, well, admittedly, Adrian Oxley costing him the United States champion, or costing him the All-Star Championship in a ladder match several weeks ago against Austin Wallace. And ever since then, Sean hasn't really been getting his head on straight. Sean did admit earlier in the week, and yes, he understands it. He understands that Adrian got in his head, and so now he feels that he's able to channel that energy and use it as really motivation, you can say, toward defeating Adrian Oxley at Breaking Boundaries. And here we go, Jason Wells and Sean Wright. Here we go, matchup is underway. Be a great contest between these two guys. I mentioned before, Jason Wells is the first ever AOA All-Star champion. Or AOA, sorry, no, that honor goes to that dirtbag that's sitting over there in the gold suit, Austin Wallace. Anyway, Jason Wells is the first ever AOA United States champion, winning a tournament to successfully be crowned that. And ever since then, you can say Jason Wells has really kind of fallen from grace here. Hasn't really helped that he aligned himself with Austin Wallace, but that's a different story altogether. Actually packed up and moved to London, and apparently from all accounts, those two, they're neighbors. They are neighbors now. Jason Wells packed his stuff, moved from, I think, Washington, D.C., all the way up to London to be neighbors with this overbloated buffoon over there sitting on the outside of the ring. I would never in my life want to live next to this Yahoo. Never. Ever. Whatever. That's Jason's business. Right now he's handling business inside that ring where he was, anyway, until Sean was able to counter. And real quick, of course Austin's going to try to wear something to stand out. He could have just wore a shirt. He could have wore anything else, but no, he got to wear a gold suit. That gold suit ain't about to help him if Sean Wright is in firm control right now. Sean Wright kind of is measuring him. Here we go, springboard. Oh! Right up over the top of Jason Wells. Beautiful work with great counter on the part of Sean. Talking about being ready to go. And now Sean got Jason by the head. Jason's in a world of trouble networker off the middle rope. That spot for Jason Wells. Sean Wright now. Climbing to the top. Here we go. Sean Wright going for that elbow and he missed. Misses the elbow and Jason Wells going to follow suit, dragon suplex, dumping him right on the back of his head. Nasty landing and kick out on the part of Shaw. And Jason Wells, I mean, don't let his alliance fool you. Don't let the fact that Jason Wells hasn't been doing too much, at least as of late, fool you. I think this dude's a great athlete. I think this dude definitely got a lot of potential. He feels his opponent has no potential, but that's a different story. He may try to lock in that no potential submission, given that against Sean Wright, but I guess we'll see as time goes along there. But don't let that fool you. Jason Wells, I think, is a very competent athlete. I mean, he definitely is to become the first ever United States champion. I'll give him that. In a series of matches that he had with A2J, and even though A2J came out the victory, he definitely held his own. He actually did beat, does own the victory over Jason Wells. Over A2J. Jason Wells on the victory over A2J. And anyway. Sean Wright, look at this. Oh, wow. You know, when we're talking about career trajectory and everything, Sean Wright has come along the way as well. And the debut on, I believe it was on AOA episode 5. Finn Balor, he was facing pretty stiff competition head on. Had a little run-ins with the club, and everything great counter from Jason Wells and right into a belly-to-belly suplex. And now Jason Wells, a little pep in his step, elbow drop. That's going to work. I'm telling you, the dude's a solid athlete. Straight into a cover here. 2. Oh, they got it 2. And so far, Sean has been in trouble, at least over the past couple of minutes. And so far, Jason Wells has been the closest one to getting a 3 count. I think he might be on his way to getting a submission victory. That gutbuster into the drop kick to the side of the head, and he usually uses that move to set up for the no potential submission. Is he going to be able to lock it in? It looks like he's setting up for it. Y'all might want to watch out. Y'all might want to watch out here. Oh, wait, he got the leg. Oh! We usually see, look at that beautiful hurricanrana from Sean. Well, we usually see Jason Wells trip the leg first and then lock it in. Sean was ready on that exchange. And wait a second, now Jason Wells is in the tree of woe, and I don't think anything good can come from this spot. Well, Sean is going out to the world. Heck is Sean. This. Oh, snap. Shawn taking flight. Coast to coast from Shawn. Still didn't bust that out a lot, but he did it right there. It looked beautiful. Tornado DDT from Shawn. Jason might be knocked out right here. Oh, and he is not. Shawn is still, or Jason is still fighting in this one. You got to commend the guy for that one. Impressive on the part of Shawn. Ooh, flat right to the face. Shawn is picking up his A-game. I think I've noticed Shawn is kind of going back into his bag here. I mean, he's more reserved. He's taking his time. Still got that athleticism. That's always been in him. But, he's taking his time. He's more methodical. Up in Northern Light suplex now, trying to go for a cover, and no, he does not. Doesn't get it right there. Now Shawn went out to the apron. Austin Wallace kind of stepping back, and he knows what Shawn can do. He knows that first one. Shawn beat him in like less than a minute at AOA Armageddon, trying to go for a knee strike, and I don't think Shawn caught all of that, but he did catch enough to keep Jason on the ground. And now, wait a minute. Now what? Jason's still stunned. Here we go. Knee strike. That time he caught all of it. Oh, look at that. Now look at that. Of course. Leave it to the Austin Wallace to stick his nose into this thing again. Dang. Oh, great counter. Great counter from Shawn off the rope. Here we go. Tornado DDT again. Now he's trying to get involved. Thank you. Let's get the golden tail down somewhere. Hit that. And I wish Shawn could just step outside and do it to him, but silencer and super kick to Jason Wells. Nonetheless, I think this is a wrap. Wait a minute. Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw, and now look at Austin Wallace jumping on the apron, immediately protesting. But y'all saw how he just tried to grab the ref's leg, and he missed. Good. Here's your winner, Shawn. Right. Well, freaking deserve, especially after Austin got to pull that crap. Well, whatever. I'm happy. Shawn Wright picking up the win. Excellent work. Bravo. And he is indeed one step closer. Well, it seems like he finally got his career back on track. I mean, he did pick up a win over Jason Wells, but we'll see if that momentum can carry over for Mr. Shawn Wright, as he is, as mentioned 3 episodes ago, until breaking boundaries. What a victory for Shawn Wright. And Jason Wells and Austin Wallace kind of holding their heads in shame here. And sucks to be them, but then again, given that Austin tried to cheat toward the tail end, I am not too, perturbed. And, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the all-out action debut of No Limits Okada Jr. and Yurio. Here come the Twisted Disciples. The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 463 pounds, the team of 8 Stone and JH3, the Twisted Disciples. 8 Stone had a very ominous welcome towards No Limit, stating that they're about to learn a very painful lesson. That these two guys ain't the guys to be playing with. That there's a difference between talking tough and being tough. And admittedly, Twisted Disciples, for as underhanded as they've been over the past couple of weeks, especially involving the constant setup and ambush of JB and Big Mac ahead of their match at Breaking Boundaries, they have been on a roll like I've never seen. Almost, and plus, the weird thing, almost everything that 8 Stone have said during this time here in AOA, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, has came to be. And they did suffer a little bit of a stumble at Next Level by losing that 6-man tornado tag, but they have recovered well since then. Here we go. Here comes the debuting No Limit
going to be an interesting.
And introducing their opponents, making their all-out action debut at a combined weight of 454 pounds, Okada Jr. and Yurio No Limit. For your record, Okada Jr. is on your left, longer hair, and Yurio, apparently the one with the cap and the chain on, trying to figure out what his career really is about to be. Is he about to be a wrestler, or is he about to leave this place and go to a rap concert later on? But I gotta address this fact real quick, and I don't want to discourage these guys in their debut, but I'm always real iffy of guys who immediately claim they're going to be something and be someone without actually stepping foot inside of a ring. Okada Jr. and Yurio have apparently been knocking on the door of All Out Action for a good minute now, claiming that those two and their two other members, Tyson Jones and Colossus, who are not here at the moment but will be showing up soon, that they're going to be the best faction in All Out Action. My friend, you got a lot of shoes to fill before you can make that statement. Okada Jr., Ace Stone, and yes, Okada Jr. is going to start this matchup off. Here we go. Now, oh goodness gracious. Well, let the lesson begin for one Okada Jr. Wait, Okada Kazuchika? Did you try to say that Kazuchika? Okada? Is that the ballpark we're flying with here? Ooh, this dude really got himself up there. Okay. I mean, that's the only thing I think of when I think Okada. I'm thinking Kazuchika here. And you know, we all know how accomplished the competitor he is, but, you know, Okada Jr. We'll work on that name, bro. A lot of talk, bro. A lot of talk. But Ace is stomping out every ounce of arrogance that potentially Okada Jr. could be having here. As I said, let the lesson begin. As Ace Stone is just all over Okada Jr. at the start of this matchup. Knocked to the outside, and okay, wait a minute. Come on now. Ace 3 is sitting there just manhandling this dude. The disciples are hitting it like a 10 right now. They said they were going to teach these guys a painful lesson. Oh, man. DDT on the floor. Okada Jr. busted open, actually, at the hands of the Twisted Disciple. Oh, this is a... Oh, jeez. This is not looking good. Okada Jr. is on the wrong side of the ring, in the wrong corner. Good. Oh, jeez. Kick right to the side of the head. Okada Jr. probably got no idea where he's at. It's Stone and JH3 continuing to just beat down and batter and wear down Ace Stone or Okada Jr. Why do I gotta keep Okada Jr.? Anyways, JH3's in the matchup now. Okada Jr. Alright, that's all I'm gonna say. Alright. Anyways, it's gonna take me a minute to be saying that, and eventually they're gonna get to the point where I call him Okada, but you know, anyway. Drop kick from JH3. Okada getting absolutely dismantled right now at the hands of JH3, busted wide open here. And Ace Stone running back in. Okay, come on, guys. Y'all really, dang, oh, goodness. Up in knee strike there from JH3. Senton landed right on top of the leg first. Practically a leg drop there, but good job on the part of JH3 to recover. And more of his back hit that than he wanted to, but still back in control, and look at it. I mean, Man, I'm not really in the Twitter Disciple fan club, I can promise you, but they were going to teach these guys a painful lesson, and he's learning it, and class might be over in about 5 seconds. Broken will to the side of the head, and Uriel jumping into this one, coming in with a headbutt. Wait a second. Oh, H-Stone trying to take a shot. That didn't work, but H-Stone immediately counters. He's staring eye to eye with him. And I think Uriel just kind of spit at the dude. Okay. All right, that's bold of you. But H-Stone is clearly not having that. And fake burst right into the, oh no. Oh no. Oh goodness. Okada Jr. trying to crawl it. Oh man. What a shot right there. And wait a minute. JA3 jumping in. Super kicking Okada right in the face. Uriel got a tough call to be able to get up from that. But Okada is in massive trouble with a double super kick. My goodness. Straight into the cover. Uriel jumping in. Oh, wait a second. Now JA3 fighting off Uriel now. Okay. Wait a minute. What is the man doing? Oh, jeez. Down Uriel again. Okada Jr. is in massive trouble. I mean, they were knocking on AOA door, and now you get one of the best in the game. But oh, snap! Great move from Okada driving down JA3. But wait a minute, H-Stone jumping in, attacking the referee. And wait a minute, look at this. The curb stomp to JA3, but wait a second. H-Stone with a steel chair. H-Stone with a steel chair, cracking it over the head of Okada. Oh, kick right to the spine there. Now it's jumping these. That's it. That's it. That's absolutely. That's a wrap. Oh, snap! Props to Okada for kicking out, but kind of looking back at Uriel saying your partner finished, and I don't know how much more Okada Jr. can take it. And he's been getting practically battered here, and the back elbow, jumping knee strike. Wait a second, H-Stone with a cross body. He'll putting his own body at risk. Catching Okada right in the back of the neck, and both men are down. This is a time for No Limit to get something going here in this matchup. Uriel stepping down here. He's probably trying to motivate his partner. And JA3 waiting on Okada to get back up to his feet, and a super kick immediately. I don't think this is how they planned their debut going, and Okada kicking out once again. I mean, to say these guys aren't tough is an understatement. Right now, you're in there against some of AOA's best competition. You guys are actually going to be facing JB and Big Mac at Breaking Boundaries in a #1 contenders match, but Okada was able to finally tag in Uriel, who comes in. Great wheel kick there. Clothesline dropping H-Stone. And now I think Uriel is the breath of fresh air. It's the light at the end of the tunnel that this team needed. Oh, what the world? Oh, back elbow. Wait a minute. 619. Beautiful 619 around the ring post. Great counter from Uriel and JA3. Rolling through with a slingshot spear. Uriel coming in like a house of fire right now. Here we go. Uriel reverse 450, but H-Stone gets the knees up. All right, now I think these guys are kind of coming to their senses. Great counter from Uriel. A3 still down. How about the impact that he made? Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. Try to go for it's something there. Great counter on the part of oh, goodness. Sliding in the back door. JH3 just knocked Urio's lights out with that knee. And I think he busted him open on impact. And he did. Wow. Absolutely blindsided by JH3. And now he has him up. Oh, geez. That turnbuckle was exposed. This is not a good look for Urio. Urio face planted into that turnbuckle again, and of course the Twisted Disciples, they see it open, they're gonna take it. And the second time driving them. Oh, good, now Urio's a mess out here. Jeez. Third time. Off that exposed. Ooh, jumping knee to the jaw. Jeez. Urio had not properly recovered. What the world is this man doing? Oh my goodness! Why? This man is knocked out. This man has got to be knocked all the way out, man. That was just brutal. JH3 gets the tag. Ace Stone, Twisted Intentions to Urio. And I think these guys have had Twisted Intentions all matchup. Jumping knee strike again. Okada Jr. still trying to recover. That's it. That's gotta be it. Urio got blindsided and then just, dang. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna say. They learned tonight. Okada is your winner. The team of Ace Stone and JH3, the Twisted Disciple. No Limit learned tonight, but Urio, I honestly thought Urio was gonna turn this thing around. But he got freaking blindsided by JH3, and the rest was academic at this point. I believe No Limit got a good future, but oh, wait a second.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Yo.
But let me introduce myself so you know who I am, just in case you forgot. My name is Big Mac. Yeah, you remember me? You sent your boy Colin Kane to take me out. But no, you didn't succeed at that. And then you two collectively tried to take out JB. You didn't succeed at that neither, because you two say at Breaking Boundaries you're going to make JB and Big Mac fade away. Well, let me tell you something. At Breaking Boundaries, we ain't going to fade away. But tonight, Colin Kane, he just might.
Tonight? Wait a second, there's JB! There's JB in the locker room behind that closed door. I saw a door that was closed, and this was going on. JB is in the building, attacking Colin Kane, and Colin Kane trying to fight back here. And Big Mac is guarding the door, make sure no one gets in. Oh my goodness, the chair shot. Oh, vicious chair shots repeatedly, and 2 Squad Up is getting a measure of revenge here tonight against Colin Kane. This ain't looking good, man. Look like they done destroyed this place with the body of Colin Kane. Oh my goodness. What a vile shot with the back of the head with that trash can. 2 Squad Up making a statement. 2 Squad Up making an impact here tonight. Goodness. And the Twisted Disciple might be on alert. They dealt with No Limit, but they got to deal with that now.
Max Wolf, are you ready? Tonight, we get to sit back and watch Darren kick the crap out of Dave inside Hell in a Cell.
A2J, listen, man, I got my popcorn ready. I'm ready to go, okay? After what Dave tried to do to you, after what Dave tried to do to me, and what he did to Darren, I'm looking forward to that match. And while I hope, A2J, that Dave doesn't walk into Breaking Boundaries in a triple threat match at 100%,
I hope you walk into Breaking Boundary that 100% A2J. I do. Because I want to at least say that I had a fight in order to walk out with that world championship. Oh, wait a second. Mac, Wolf, my dude. You say that you're going to leave New York with that world championship? No. That's where you got it twisted. See, that's the problem that I've had with you, and that's the problem that I've had with Dave. While I respect you way more than I respect Dave, the fact that you two keep overlooking me and overlooking the fact that I can beat you, and admittedly, I feel I could beat Dave too while I'm at it. And you two don't think I got a chance at breaking boundaries? It's a bit sad, it's a bit ridiculous, but don't worry. I'm the type to let my actions speak for me, so I'm going to do that, and I want you to watch me do that as you see what I do to Andrew Lance next. And that's going to be a preview of what I do to you and Dave at Breaking Boundaries. Well, A2J feeling a little bit confident, but also feeling a bit frustrated as he feels he's being overlooked by Mac, Wolf, and Dave. And I'm hoping to see Dave get whooped. Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Charleston, South Carolina, weighing in at 233 pounds, Andrew Lance. Well, I was saying I actually hope to see Dave get whooped inside Hell in a Cell too, because that match will be coming up next. We will also be hearing from Dave and Darren as they're going to give their final words before stepping inside Hell in a Cell. But Andrew Lance definitely got a lot of history with Darren, as Darren kind of embarrassed Andrew Lance a bit at Armageddon. So ever since then, Lance has been trying to do what he can to get back into a world title picture. And he's had 2 opportunities to do that already. Well, technically 3 if you want to count Armageddon. So he had Armageddon, it didn't work. He had the Conquer All pay-per-view because he was inside the Elimination Chamber match. Didn't work. He was in the Level Up contract match, where the winner gained the briefcase that would allow you to challenge for whatever championship you want to challenge for, and that didn't work. Lance is trying to really gain some ground here. And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 206 pounds, A2J. A2J trying to gain some ground in himself and try to prove to Max Wolf that he got this one. And he got a good chance of winning this thing. And that's a bit bold what Mac was saying, how he hoped A2J walks into Breaking Boundary at 100% because he wanted to at least say he had a fight in order to win that world championship. Bold of you, Mac. Very bold of you. A2J kind of got sick and tired of hearing that crap, so you think you watch what I do right now against Andrew Lance. I believe, I hope A2J isn't, I hope A2J isn't underestimating Andrew Lance. He's never want to underestimate anyone in this professional wrestling business here. Especially guys that got a lot to gain from beating you. Or what? I think that's definitely the case here. Andrew Lance. A2J and Andrew Lance getting a pretty good start. Several chops right there. And look at this. Oh! Beautiful arm drag right there, dropping A2J. And A2J's already kind of starting on the back foot in this matchup. You might learn, just like No Limit learned, that you don't underestimate anybody in the professional wrestling business. You don't, talk big and not be able to back it up. But I believe A2J can back it up. No Limit kind of learned that painful lesson in a way the Twisted Disciple was talking about. From all accounts, Okada Jr. and Yurio are actually currently being taken to a local medical school. They're being taken to a hospital. I'm not going to say local medical facility. They're taken to a hospital right now. Currently being examined, getting some stitches put in from the beating that they suffered from the Twisted Disciple. There's still 2 members of the group, Colossus and Tyson Jones, who we have not seen yet, but are also a part of No Limit. So if I was a Twisted Disciple, I might want to look out, because they may have a bullseye in their head after everything else. And speaking of bullseye, A2J is hitting his target with every single strike and move. Leaving over the past couple of minutes, and Andrew Lance able to kick out. Look for him there on the part of A2J. A2J with a nice
Northern Light suplex. Taking right to the knee. Talk about taking somebody's legs out from under him. Great way of doing that if you're A2J. Oh, there's a drop kick. Great counter there. Uppercut from Andrew Lance. Clothesline to Ryan. Get that mess out of here. To the outside goes Andrew Lance. And look at this. Springboard over the top. Look at A2J being the human highlight reel that he is. And I feel A2J got a point. He was saying that, you know, that's the problem that he's been having with Max and Dave. He feels that both of them are underestimating him. And I get that vibe too. I get where A2J is coming from. But they really shouldn't be doing that. I mean, because A2J is not like he isn't an accomplished competitor. I mean, he's about to potentially win that matchup, but no, only gets a 2 count. But, you know, it's not like A2J isn't an accomplished competitor. He is a 2-time AOA United States champion, and he actually made it down, I believe, to the final 3 inside that Elimination Chamber. So, to sit here and say that A2J, the final 4 at least, in that Elimination Chamber, so to say that he, you know, he can't get it done is ridiculous. And he had to beat Darren to be added into that match in the first place. So, I mean, anytime you beat someone the likes of, you know, Darren Tarleton, talk about raising your stocks here and talk about being seen as a big deal in AOA. A2J can't get it done. Will he get it done against Andrew Lance right now is the question, because Lance is back in control and the referee's at a count of 7 here. Andrew Lance going to send him right back on the inside of the ring. Ooh. Stiff right hand there. And look at this. Got him up electric chair style. Flipped him back. German suplex. Nice work from Andrew Lance. Straight into the cover here. 2-0. We got it 2. On the part of Andrew Lance. Or the part of A2J. To Andrew Lance. Drop kick in the corner. Off the rope to go. Close one. Andrew Lance is finally getting his groove on. Now, Lance is getting a bit too cocky, but wait a second, he might make it pay off. Swinging net breaker. Great swinging net breaker. And Lance continues to taunt. Lance, you have the chance to beat a #1 contender for the World Championship currently. If you don't, we're taking advantage of it. Transfer Lance right to the back. Transfer Lance, down goes A2J. That might be a wrap for him. No, it is not. Andrew Lance getting a bit frustrated. Thought he had that one. Maybe if he didn't take too much time showboating, he probably would have had it. Up into the corner, drop kick. Up the rope. Oh, right into it. It's a curry, and A2J kind of collapsed there. Andrew Lance really bring the fight to him. I'll give you that one. Drop kick again. Wait a minute, off the rope. Wait a second. A2J popped him up with a cold breaker. A2J popping him up with a cold breaker out of nowhere. And the second time. 2 cold breakers back to back. One of them probably stunning the daylights out of Andrew Lance. And A2J picks up the win. That's why Max and Dave shouldn't be sleeping on this dude. Did you see how quick he did that? Here's your winner, A2J. A2J picking up the victory on the way to breaking boundaries. And so I hope Max and Dave was watching that one. You better be ready for a fight, man. A2J's going to bring it.
My final word before Hell in a Cell. Dave, it's crazy. I went from being the guy that actually trusted you and had a lot of respect for you and thought, yeah, this is the guy that got AOA running through his blood. This is the guy that got AOA running through his system. And turns out the only reason that you even teamed up with us to take out the New World Nation was so you can curry favor. So that way your big over 7-foot self could curry favor because you didn't feel confident in your own skill and your own ability to become a world champion without it? And then you did it at my expense. Anybody else, admittedly, Dave, I would have applauded your coming. But you did it at my expense, and you didn't have the guts enough to face me head on. You kept hiding behind management. You kept hiding behind this, hiding behind that. Let me tell you something, Dave. Ain't no hiding tonight. When you and I get locked inside that cage, two of us walk in, one of us walk out, and Dave, I can promise you, it's going to be me. Darren, I gave you an option to back out, but you accepted this match anyway. See, if you would have declined, we wouldn't have to step foot in the most dangerous environment in professional wrestling inside Hell in a Cell. But no. So everything that happened tonight is on you. So when you're loaded onto that stretcher, covered in your own blood, when you black out from the pain and the potential concussion that you're going to have tonight, and then you wake up in that hospital and you ask the doctor, Doc, am I going to be able to wrestle again? And they say, no, you're going to have to retire. And then the questions would begin to circulate of how do I take care of the wife? How do I take care of the family? Yes, she's a wrestler. Yes, my brother's a wrestler. But I have to sit at home sitting there thinking, where did everything go wrong? You remember that it went wrong when you provoked me. It went wrong when you accepted this match. Darren, you've done a lot of stupid things in your career. You've made a lot of stupid mistakes. And tonight is going to be the biggest mistake of your career. It's over. Your career dies tonight.
We heard the emotion. We heard the strong word from both men. But tonight, it all comes to a head. Dave versus Darren inside Hell in a Cell. And this all started back at AOA. Conquer All. Had it. Black would have had it had he not did that. And Black is furious, attacking the referee. But wait a second, Darren kept him with an armbar. He'd been putting that armbar into his arsenal. Is it gonna play in? Is he gonna win it here with the armbar? And how fitting would this be for Black? Wow.
Congratulations, Darren. You have successfully retained your All Out Action World Championship in such a barbaric nature. We believe that there is no need in putting off to tomorrow what can be done today. How about right now, you will be defending your All Out Action World Championship against your current number one contender, Dave. Because Darren, when you go broke, you do what you can to get money. And having this world championship is the equivalent of having money. Darren, you should know that, because you're a former world champion yourself. Darren, I know I'm going to get the loose cannon. I know I'm going to get you at your best, but I hope you know that's not going to change a thing. See, when I said I was going to do anything to become a champion, I meant it. And at next level, you're going to find out that I'm going to do everything I can to keep it.
Carlson
The silver bullet knee strike again. Wait a second, someone just slipped in the ring. Oh, what on earth? Wait a second, that's Lorenzo Sampson. Yo, so let me get this straight. Work Alive's over. I've still got some unfinished business with Dave. So is that gonna happen next week or what? Mr. Tarleton, who do you think you are walking into this office making demands? Do you not have any respect? Well, no, I've never really been the type to have respect for authority, and I for sure haven't had respect for you since you cost me the world championship. Mr. Tarleton, no, you will not have your match with Dave next week. And I can promise you this, tonight, if you do anything stupid or you do anything reckless, you will be suspended. You see, I march to the beat of my own drum, whether you follow along with the music. That's on you. You should be thanking me, because what was about to happen is Z-Ice and Mr. Bloomberg were going to get on here and suspend you. But I told them not to. I want this match as well. You're going to get me in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, you, me, inside hell, in a cell. I accept. Dave, AOA episode 61, you are going to get the worst of me. You are going to get the side of me, man, that I didn't want to have to dive back into. But Hell in a Cell, for everything you've done to me, for all the ways you made my life miserable, you are going to pay. Darren, you said you're going to make me pay for stepping inside Hell in a Cell with you. I can promise you this, Darren. I'm the one that got the round trip ticket. I'm the one that made a career out of hurting people. I'm the one that made your life a living hell. I'm gonna be the one standing tall over your broken, beaten, battered body.
Well, it's about that time, y'all. Hell in a Cell is our main event. And here comes one of the men who have put inside this structure, and as you saw, it was corporate greed that caused him to get championship. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your all-out action main event. A Hell in a Cell match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Manhattan, New York, weighing in at 323 pounds, he is the current all-out action world champion, Dave. Well, Dave is the current all-out action world champion. I question the fact that he decided to make this a non-title match. I think you know Darren got the capabilities of beating him. But if that means stepping inside this cage in the first place, I can't question this dude's toughness too much. Because I think both men know what they're about to get into. I think both men know how brutal this is about to be. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Here comes participant number 2. The man that's been wanting a one-on-one encounter with Dave for a minute. And listen to this play. And his opponent from Fort Worth, Texas, weighing in at 218 pounds, he is the 5-star machine, Darren Tarleton. Well, you can say Darren's getting a lovely reception here in his home state of Texas. My dude. This place blew up for this man. And Darren Tarleton's ready to rock, ready to roll in this one. You see, he got his game face on. I think he knows it's going to be a fight, man. I can promise you. It ain't going to be like what he did to Mr. Bloomberg last week. who ain't a professional at this. He knows it's showtime, main event, Hell in a Cell. Let's get it on and popping. If you watched up to this point, thank you. You haven't done so, you're still feeling inclined. Hit like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Crowd's clearly going to be behind Darren in this one. A shot right there. These two starting to think out with a brawl. There a forearm catching Dave and out his elbow. Absolutely decking him. You know, Darren putting a lot of oomph behind these shots. And he's been waiting on this encounter ever since Next Level. He's been waiting to meet Dave face to face ever since Next Level. But Darren pointed out that there's been, oh goodness, that Dave has been running and hiding. And there's no hiding, there's no running tonight. And the only source of protection Dave had was crashing into that cell. And that cell got no give. This cell says forget you and your entire career if needed. And Dave using his size, the size that he has in this space to take full advantage. Oh my goodness. Darren just got lost face first into that cell, and already Darren is busted open. And that just shows the damage that this cell can do. That just shows how quickly the tides can turn in a match and how brutal, how brutal this match can be. Dave again repeatedly ramming Darren into that cell. Off the apron and sends him back to the inside. Dave now sends Darren back on the inside of the ring, and Darren is already in a terrible spot here, busted open. And the match really kind of just getting started, and look at Dave just unloading in the uppercut. And now just stomping him out. And now let him know that's number one in his book. Dave now Dave undoing the turnbuckle. We already saw how brutal that that turnbuckle can be during the match with the Twisted Disciples, and this time it's perfectly legal. Spine first, right into that exposed buckle. And wait a minute now, Dave got Darren in a very compromising position. He's just gonna toss him straight to the floor, and given that space, or the lack of space, you can definitely say Darren more than likely, probably hit the cage in some way on his way down. Goodness. And then Dave was right. He gave Darren a chance to back out of the matchup, and the snake eyes across the exposed buckle. Straight into the cover here. That might be a wrap already, and Darren gingerly getting his shoulder up. Dave getting frustrated already. But Darren did have the option to back out of this matchup. He didn't accept. Or he accepted the matchup and didn't have to. But Darren did say for everything he made, every way you wronged me, every way you screwed me over, you are going to pay. And right now, I don't know how true that promise is going to be on the part of Darren. And Darren is busted wide open here, and Dave sending Darren halfway across the ring in the backbreaker. They sent him halfway across the ring. They sent him flying for sure. And that backbreaker, and Dave is feeling. Dave's confidence is at an all-time high, but look at Darren though. Getting the counter on. Darren getting that counter. Dave's gonna go for the right hand, but Darren was able to counter it. Here we go. Oh, great knee from Darren. Darren trying to get back in this one. He got the crowd on his side here. Great boot from Darren. Now Dave is on the back foot a bit here. Oh, great knee strike again. And look at it. Oh, a little bit of payback on the part of Darren. Using that exposed steel turnbuckle now. And now he got the big man wounded. And now look at that. Just gonna toy with him a bit there. Gonna grab him by the arm and just kick it. Oh, good. Got to kick Dave's head in. And Dave is groggy. Back up to his feet and a Superman punch from Darren. Darren might have a knockout shot right there. And a kick at it too. And I find it crazy a little bit that Darren tried to go for the cover right then and there. You know, maybe he realizes, all right, I'm in this matchup, Dave, with the cage again. He said, I'm in this matchup, but let me not get too crazy here. Let's beat him. Let's do what he got to do to win this thing. Oh, man. And he's doing what he got to do and fangs it. And look at that, using that cell as a cheese grater to use the old cliche there. And talk about, oh, man, stomping Rick first against the cage and another shot to the back. Looked like Dave was trying to, oh, geez. Trying to back off there. And Darren now turning up that vicious side and extra notch here. Throwing him head first against that cell. Oh, again. Fine first again, and now Darren again kicking him in the side. Oh, great back elbow, but sending Darren into the cage now. Who are brawling now, using this cage as the brutal force, as the brutal object that it is. Oh, head first off the ring hook. Oh, and again. Dave getting rammed into the cage. These two guys are becoming very close friends with that steel cage and Wave. And I don't think any of these guys wanted to, but knew was a possibility in this matchup. Oh, again, Darren throws Dave face first. Right into the cell, and again. There's a fight between these two men. You can tell that. Oh, geez. Been boiling over for such a long time, especially on the part of Darren, who now sent Dave back on the inside of the ring. Here we go. Look at Darren, beautiful cross body, taking out Dave, immediately recovering. Dave taking out at 2. It's been a fight, man. These two guys have been absolutely battering each other, and the referee's gonna put that turnbuckle back into place, but that's not going to stop there. He's going to continue to ram Dave's head first into the top turnbuckle. Regardless. Now he got him up, uppercut. Uppercut again from there. We'll send him off the rope. Here we go. Oh, boot again, dropping. Absolutely dropping this man, and a jumping knee strike. Down goes. Down goes Dave, and Darren now, got the opportunity to take this thing home. He got a wide open door. He got a wide open door to get out right now. I mean, that door's bolted and padlocked shut. And now, look at Darren, DDT. I mean, he has a wide open door to win this matchup, and Dave is busted wide open here. Now he's waiting on Dave to get back to his feet. Let's see how he does. Meteora, but he landed on his knees. Landed right on the knees there. Dave almost a slap in the face. Practically a disrespectful gesture on the part of Dave. And look at this. Uppercut from Darren. There's something there. Great counter from Dave. And now Dave going to use that power to his advantage. Trying to go for a suplex with Darren, getting the knees up again. Here we go, drop him down, crossface. Crossface is locked in. Darren trying to win this thing via submission here. Crossface is locked in. I don't know how well this is going to serve for Dave. David in trouble right here at this moment, but David able to kick out, and David booked it wide open, but a spear turning this matchup. You can definitely say turning this matchup around. And now going for that Uranagi, but wait a second. Look at Darren showing a bit of fight here. Throws him over the top rope. You gonna send him into it again? Yes, he is. Darren's been using his cell as effectively as he can in this one. Oh, this right hand. He found a way to take control of his space on the outside and use it to perfection. And that time, bouncing his head off the steel step. And it's taking a minute now for Darren to get around there. And so Dave took advantage. After he bounced Dave's head off the steel steps, it took him a minute to get around there. And now Dave can take control. Just hammering away at Darren. Oh, they turned under the cave. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my goodness! Dave sending Darren crashing through the cell wall. And Dave's going to continue to beat the daylight out of Darren. Darren and Dave. Where Dave's sending Darren over the barricade. And now these two are brawling through the crowd here at this point. And I think if you're Dave, I have to halfway commend this. Because honestly, in between that cage, he was kind of getting, destroyed up to that point. Had his moments of offense, but Darren was using that cage more effectively than Dave was. And admittedly, with all due respect to Dave, when I say this, probably due to the size advantage or the smaller size of Darren at that point. Darren didn't have as much mobility, or Dave didn't have as much mobility around that cage as maybe Darren did, for instance. But now you kind of remove that factor, and now Dave is in a spot where he can take control. And look at this. These two guys, this match is spilled all the way into the backstage area here. Oh, man. Shows the disdain that these two have for each other. That cage couldn't even hold these two. And what they want to do to each other. And how they feel and how much they want to put into this thing to join on into the table. This is just an ugly sight. This is just an ugly visual to watch as these two gladiators are destroying each other. And again, it was Dave that started this all. And the fact that Darren, you heard him openly admit that he trusted Dave. He felt that Dave had AOA running through his blood and his vein, only to do what he did out of pure just corporate greed. And Dave not apologetic for any of it. And look at it. Oh my! A steel chair right to the face. And Dave is absolutely in control. Oh! Bouncing him head first. Right off the crate again. And now right to the wall. And Darren is wide open. And yet and still, Darren is fighting back in this one. And against that electrical and then back first and oh man! Darren resorting to drastic measures right there to turn the tide in this matchup. Practically frying the back of Dave off that equipment box. Oh my goodness, that was nasty. Uppercut again. Oh, just sending him off the crate now, and down goes the referee. Goodness. Now grabbing that crate and again just, Darren is not playing games. Smashing it across the back and the back of the head of Dave. Dave is in a heap of trouble. He needs to find his way out of the predicament as fast as he can here. Battle. And Darren now got Dave in trouble. Now we got a trash can. Oh, man. Just dented that can around the head of Dave. And now Darren is still mauling David. Oh, geez. I think David, oh, man. Woo. That crack in this damage, I can promise you that much. Now Darren is literally kicking Dave, and these two are making their way back out here. And here they are. These two are crawling at the top of the ramp now. Making their way. Ooh, and a slap across the face. Slap again from Darren. Wait a minute. Oh, the counter there, and now Dave gonna send Darren. Uses power to send Darren down the rampway. This isn't looking good for Dave and for Darren in the slightest as they make their way back towards this cage, and Darren's spine got absolutely racked. Got absolutely just destroyed off that ramp, and second time this time off the concrete. Goodness. And the amount of wars that Darren has been in, I don't think this dude needs any more back problems. I can promise you that. Oh, gee. Right hand there, it counter from Darren, and both guys are beaten. Both guys are battered. Both guys are in a bloody heat here. But this battle rages on. And Darren's going to come back inside the cell, and so is Dave. And now these two continue to, oh man, to beat each other down. And Darren and Dave finally getting you got back inside the ring, back inside the cage. You're not going to reinforce these walls going forward. Oh, goodness, that was intense. No. Oh! Gee, that power bomb sending him neck first off that top rope, and the whiplash on the way down. Jurology from Dave. Straight into the cover. How in the world are either of these two guys still standing at this point? And the fact that Darren kicked out shows the level of toughness that this man got. I think we're about to close the book on this one. I think Dave is about to close the book. Oh wait, great counter from Darren. Great counter from Darren. Off the rope. Oh, but that time ran right into a brick wall. He was doing fine and then ran right into a brick wall. Oh, geez, Dave was sending Darren crashing into that turnbuckle, and now, oh wait a minute. Now Dave, that dominated. A vicious, vile dominance. That's over. Oh, wait a minute. Darren kicking out once again. Darren kicking out again, and now wait a minute. Now Dave sending Darren's spine first into that cell, and now these two have done a lot of damage with this cage, with this cell already. Oh, geez. Now I think we're about to get a little bit more of that. Oh! Darren was able to reverse it. Oh! Sending him off that wall again. And sending it. Oh, goodness! Wait a minute. It's the other one now. Oh, my God. That time that was just Dave's natural weight that broke the cell. Oh! And now, Dave is trying to get away from Darren. Dave is now climbing the side of this cell. And Dave now making his way to the top. Darren is going to follow suit here. This ain't looking good. Oh! Bulldog. He's trying to bait him in. Wait a minute. Who to the cut? Wait, what the world? Look at Darren. Darren got him up. Brain buster right to the mouth. Oh my goodness. Darren with a brain buster. Sending Dave crashing to the roof of his cell. Shout out to the Vex Attack crew. Silver bullet knee strike. He's feeling it. Darren is realizing he can finally do what he's been wanting to do. Get his revenge on Darren. Get your thing, boy. Your thing, man. Silver bullet knee strike again. He's out. There's no way in the world. There is no way. There is no way that Dave, let him know what he's thinking, let him know what he can do. Silver bullet knee strike for the third time. I think Darren has closed the book on this robbery, and he does it with a victory. What a concept. What a fight we just saw. Here's your winner, Darren Tarleton. Darren at long last got his match with Dave and did the one thing that he's been wanting to do, and that's pick up a win over Dave. But in the back part of his mind, he's disgusted knowing that it wasn't for the world title, but Darren walking out of here knowing that he did the dang on thing tonight. What a man. What a... Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 please. No, we're having a good night. No, please. No, no, come on. No, please. Don't do this. Don't. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Is that mystery man again? Wait a minute. Oh, thank goodness. Woo. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know who you are, but he's back again. He attacked Dave last week, and this time it looks like, it looks like he stopped Austin from cashing this. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whoever you are, we still don't know who this man is. But just thank you, man. Woo. Woo. I was having such a good night. I was about to say, if this idiot comes out here and ruins that night for me, I was about to be here. Thank you. Thank you. Your service to All Out Action has already been greatly appreciated. As he dragged Austin Wallace away, we end this night by saying, thank you all for watching. What a night. Congratulations to Darren. And we say good night from Dallas, Texas.